Going tankers, it's Matt and welcome back to the channel. Right, some more Leopard PTA action. Fully upgraded now, fellas, and I'm afraid I still dislike this tank. I'm not going to say hate, that's a strong word, it does have some things going for it. However, I would much rather be in the majority of the other tier 9 medium tanks I have played. So what is good about this tank? Well, mobility is pretty fast, but then there are other tier 9 mediums that are pretty fast. A great gun, but it's pretty much the same old 105 that most of the other tier 9 medium tanks have. And although it's very accurate with great penetration, so are a lot of the other tier 9 medium tanks with the same gun. So what do I dislike about this tank? Well, you don't play Leopard PTA for armour, everybody knows that, but when you're in the situations that I've been in many times the last couple of days, even last night I played on NA East for a change, and I'm afraid it was just the same old story, just on a different server. As that intro clip you saw, if you looked at the damage ribbons on the intro, I was in the 215B, tier 10 British heavy. I had 9 penetration tickets, one was a kill shot, so say about 3.5, I think it was 3,800 damage, and the game ended and the enemy team only lost 4 tanks. And when you're in that situation, you need a carry tank. You don't need a sniping, tank with great camo, because there's only so many places you can run and hide. There's only so many times you can poke to take a shot, and even a bad enemy is going to pen you now and again. And so the hit point pool you have soon disappears. And for things like that, I'd definitely rather be in a T54. I'd way definitely be in a 432. And for pretty much everything this can do, I'd rather be in the Centurion 7.1. Yes, it's slow, but who gives a toss? Yeah, it has a really bouncy turret, it has the same great gun. It does share one of the other things I hate about this tank, the reload. I'm not used to this sort of horrendously long reload, and you can see I'm running chocolate just to get that reload just over 9 seconds. How crap is that? Look at this situation now. If I was in a Type 61, something like that, especially with a 90mm, I'd be wrecking faces right now. And what does the Type 61 have more than this? Gun depression. Type 61 has shitloads of it. So does the Centurion 7.1, so does loads of the other tier 9 mediums. And this thing doesn't get a great deal. If it had more gun depression, I'd be happy. I think that's all I'd want more out of this tank. You don't play this thing for armour. You play it for being a sneaky ridgeline sniper, but it can't do ridgelines as well as some of the other tier 9 mediums. So really the only thing it has going for it is camo value, mobility, and accuracy and penetration, which sounds like a lot of things, but when you take away that ability to carry when you're trapped in a corner, it bounced 2 shots there, me saying it's got no armour. Anyway, so as you can see now, what can I do here? He can pen me everywhere, so all I can do is, well, I should be going more actively for a tracking shot. I'm going to be lucky and get one. He's not fully upgraded, but even so, I mean, look, the mobility's good, but I can't even outrun this dude's turret. Luckily the team helped me out. Anyway, so this is not going to be a tank I'm going to be keeping ever. It's not going to be a tank I buy back. And can I be asked to grind this thing out to get the tier 10? I will, but I'll be doing doubles and maybe the odd game in between, because it's just not fun to me, this tank. Like I said, if you want to have fun in World of Tanks, play something like a T54, 432, Type 61. I can think of loads of things I'd rather play better than this. Is it a step up from the Indian Panzer? Yes, but the Indian Panzer is a better all-rounder at tier 8 than this thing is at tier 9. I actually enjoyed the Indian Panzer. Good little tank, just a good all-rounder. Yeah. I mean, dropping back a few tiers as well, there are other tanks, especially like the Comet, that have good mobility, good camo value, but the Comet does have the ability to bounce off its turret, and it has, what was it, 12 degrees of gun depression. And if you look behind the turret on the Leo PTA, some of it caught me out a few times last night because I was surrounded. You have basically bugger all gun depression over the back of the tank. So if something gets behind you and you don't have the ability to turn, you don't have the time to turn, shots from behind are next to useless as well. So I'm not having fun in this tank. Please let me know your thoughts on it. What do you guys do when you get in a situation where you're 1 versus 6, 1 versus 8? Do you just give up, or where do you go? Do you try and run away to somewhere where, you know, where in some maps like Ensk and places like that, when you're 1 versus 10, there's only so many times you can use that wicked speed to basically run away and try and get a couple more shots off. Yeah. So, ran over, Leo PTA. Did I waste my money? Maybe. Got a couple of tier 10s to buy soon. Maybe I should have saved the silver. Will I sell it before grinding it out? No, because that's not me. I've only got 2 German tier 10s to get now, and that's me done with my what do you call it? Technical expert Germany. Anyway, so that was an okay game for me, and I'm well happy with that result. Class 1, nearly 4,500 damage. In the latest tier 9 medium tank, the AMX-30, I would consider that an average game. I've had multiple 6k games in the AMX-30, do it quite regularly, whereas in this thing, just doesn't happen for me. Anyway, there we go guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. Bit of a rant from me, I promise I won't rant for the rest of the week. Well, I'll catch you on the next one. Laters!